Picture this. You get home from a long day at work. Exhausted, you eat dinner, brush your teeth, and head straight to bed. You shut off the lights, get under the covers, and drift away into a deep sleep. That is until around midnight, when you're woken up by a nightmare, causing you to sit straight up in your bed. You look around the room, paranoid, feeling like you may not be alone. Unable to fall back asleep, you decide to get up and have a look around to hopefully ease your fear. After discovering the room's empty, you head back to your bed when you see the unthinkable. Scared, you grab your phone and try to make a call for help.
Wake up.
Truth is, you've been dreaming the entire time, trapped in an inescapable nightmare. Being stuck in a dream is a terrifying idea to most, and is the central idea for the game we'll be talking about today, called Deep Sleep. Deep Sleep is a point-and-click adventure game created by the indie developer Scriptwelder. The game was designed for the JS Games Casual Gameplay Design Competition, where it ended up winning first place. Being released in 2012 as a free web browser game, today we're going to see how well it holds up and if it's worth playing nearly 12 years later. Without further ado, let's sink into a deep sleep and try to escape this nightmare. If you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. The game follows an unknown researcher who has an interest in lucid dreams. Due to this interest, he constructs a world in his mind to explore, which ends up going horribly wrong. The walls start to disintegrate. A skeleton takes our spot in bed. And we even have this eerie phone call to listen to.
Wake up. You have to wake up. You have to wake up. You have to escape. I won't. I have.
During the phone call, we find out the way to wake up is by discovering a lighthouse. But it's not going to be easy. You have to solve puzzles, survive a few scares, and even deal with the night folk, which the call also mentions. The night folk are these black shadowy figures that try to stop you from escaping the dream. You can find them throughout certain points of the game, and if they catch you, dying in this game isn't a huge deal, since you get checkpoints before these tense moments occur, allowing you to press on with no risk of needing to restart. Throughout your journey, you can also find some notes that further dive into your situation. The first note you find is written by yourself. I'm sure this note gets to you somehow. At this point, you should know all of this is not real. I hope the inner awakening went well and you have a full, lucid control over the dream. Sincerely, yourself. You can also find some newspaper clippings. These tell the tragic events that occurred to the people who arrived in this nightmare and never escaped. With the final one stating, "You are next. It's time to pay a price for playing with things you don't comprehend." After exploring around the building and finding the items necessary, our character can make his way to the beach, which just so happens to have a lighthouse. With the lighthouse in sight, our character can scale the stairs and reach the control room. The lamp doesn't seem to work, so our character needs to restore it using the shiny gem. After restoring the lamp, our character attempts to leave when he's completely cornered by the night folk. Our only option at this point is to scale back up the stairs while one of the night folk follows. This is our chance to defeat the night folk once and for all. And then just like that, I woke up. The nightmare was over, but my life has changed forever. Was it all just a dream? Or were these creatures real? I have to know. I just have to know the truth. I can't stop thinking about it. I have to go back. Back to the deep sleep. When I was younger, I remember coming home from school one day and logging onto my dad's computer, trying to find a game to play. My go-to website was armorgames.com since they always had a good selection of games to play. Going to Catholic school, I was pretty sheltered and was always too scared to play anything labeled horror, but that was the day that everything changed. Out of curiosity, I checked the horror tab and found a game called Deep Sleep. After looking at the description, I was instantly intrigued and knew I needed to give it a try. I remember beating the game that same exact day, loving every second of it. The dark tone of the game was something I was never really exposed to until that moment, and all I wanted to do was find more games just like it. To say this game impacted my life would be an absolute understatement. Horror is now my favorite game genre, and I'm happy that Deep Sleep is the game that started it all for me. With that, this video has come to an end. Please like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.